Hello and welcome to another video. As usual, my name is Jeffrey and you're welcome to Inquisitive Universe. So this is 29th of March. This is 2 a.m. in the morning. The Redmi Note 12 series has been launched. It was launched yesterday in Lagos, Nigeria. And well, we never saw Xiaomi coming with this one. I personally never saw them coming with this one. This is a video you should probably watch to the end. It may take a bit of time, but you should probably watch this one to the end. Now, for everyone who knows, the Redmi Note 12 series came out around December, January. Initially, it came for like China only, and then there was an Indian only, and then there was global, and then like there were a group of phones that we were already expecting as at the time. We're expecting the Redmi Note 12, now called the Redmi Note 12 5G. Then there were also phones like the Redmi Note 12 Pro, Note 12 Pro Plus. Both of them had Dimensity 1080 SoCs with one of them had a 108 megapixel camera. The other one had a 200 megapixel camera, 67 watt charge for the first one, and 120 watts fast charge for the second one. And then there were also some other phones like the Redmi Note 12 Extreme, the Redmi Note 12 Speed, and then I think more recently there's the Redmi Note 12 Turbo. And so basically those were the phones that we're discussing, that we're expecting to come out. And then like news started trickling in that like maybe Xiaomi has a different plan for us here. Like rubbish, absolute rubbish. Xiaomi is Xiaomi. Xiaomi will deliver. And a few days before the launch, before the actual launch that took place yesterday, the news came out about the Snapdragon 685. And funny enough, I was among one of the first persons to break the news. I think for almost 4 or 5 days, my blog was on top of Google search. Right? I think it's the last 3 or 4 days now that Nano Review and Notebook Check and some other big sites started posting about this Snapdragon 685 that has removed me from the top position and sent me back down. But then the news came out that there was a Snapdragon 685 and there's going to be a Redmi Note 12 4G variant. The original Redmi Note 12, which is now the Redmi Note 12 5G, is possibly not coming. Like that was like the first wake-up call, and that should have prepared me for what happened yesterday at the launch, but it all right, let's just get into it straight away. I think I wasted a bit of time dancing around the bush. Right, so there are 4 phones that Xiaomi launched yesterday. 2 of them are currently available right now. 2 of them are coming on the way. So we're going to start with the 2 that are available right now, and then we'll finish up with the remaining 2 that are upcoming. The 2 phones that are available right now are the Redmi Note 12 4G and the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. Yeah, Redmi Note 12 4G, Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. Those are the 2 phones that are available right now. The Redmi Note 12 4G is basically the Redmi Note 11 with a slightly faster Snapdragon 685. So if you've seen the Redmi Note 11 before, it's the same thing. The only difference is that there's a new body here, newer software perhaps. I think the useless 2 megapixel depth sensor is gone, but it's essentially the same phone as the Redmi Note 11. So what you have on the Redmi Note 12 4G, you've got the Snapdragon 685. Then there's an AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate. Yeah, and then there's the same old 50 megapixel Samsung Gen 1 main camera headlining it. And finally, you have got a 5000 milliampere battery with 33 watts of fast charge. So basically, those are the key specs for the Redmi Note 12 4G. The names are starting to they're starting to get stuck in my mouth nowadays. Yeah, so like I said, I'm recapping again. It's slightly faster Snapdragon 685, an AMOLED display. Yeah, it's a 6.67 inch AMOLED display. This Redmi Note 12 is bigger right now. And then of course there is the 50MP Samsung Gen 1, and finally you've got the 5000 milliampere battery with 33 watts of fast charge. So it's basically almost the same thing as the previous Redmi Note 11. So after that is the new phone. This is essentially the new phone on the list, and basically this is the big seller. This is the high one, the biggest the biggest name they have yet. And this one is the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus, which has a Dimensity 1080 processor, which is actually very, very powerful. Like this is possibly the most powerful like SoC I have seen on the Redmi yet. This one is better than the Dimensity 920 and the Snapdragon 695 that was on the last Redmi Note 11 phones. This one, the Dimensity 1080, is actually very powerful, and on top of that they have a 200 megapixel flagship grade sensor for cameras for taking pictures on this one. And then you move on, there is the AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate, and then finally there is the 5000 milliampere battery with a whopping 120 watts fast charge, a whopping 120 watts fast charge. Like this phone is crazy. It's crazy, simply put. It's absolutely crazy. Now let's go back and talk about the Redmi Note 12 4G. If you're going to be upgrading to this phone, like I said, it's basically the Redmi Note 11. So if you own any phone below Redmi Note 11, if you've got maybe like let's say the Redmi Note 10 and below, you may want to consider like getting the Redmi Note 12. But if you've gotten any other Redmi Note 12 before, especially the ones with the Pro, sorry, if you've got any other Redmi Note phones, especially the Pro versions, you say like Redmi Note 9 Pro, Redmi Note 10 Pro, Redmi Note 11 Pro, please do not upgrade to the Redmi Note 12 4G. It's a downgrade, really. So anything like Note 10 and below, you're free to upgrade. The 9C, 9E and all that, you can upgrade to the Redmi Note 12. But if you've gotten the Redmi Note 9 Pro and above, 10 Pro, 11 Pro, 10S, Redmi Note 10S, Note 10 5G, please do not upgrade to this phone. Yeah, so if the prices for the Redmi Note 12 4G as follows: the 4128 variant is 116k 900, basically what is essentially 117,000, and the 6128 is essentially 126,000, and then finally the 8128 is essentially 135,000. Then the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus is essentially 280k, it's 279,000, but basically still the same thing for the 8 to 56 variant. I think that's the only variant we're probably going to be getting. So I think the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus is basically like the best phone so far that we've seen, and then anybody anywhere can upgrade to this one. It's actually a very, very good phone. I have concerns about the pricing. I think it's a little steep, but you know, that's that. Now, like I said, the Redmi Note 12 4G coming instead of the Redmi Note 12 5G now should have prepared me for what was coming next. But what was coming next is something I did not see. Well, let's welcome the Redmi Note 12S. Yeah, the Redmi Note 12S. It came out of the blue, and the Redmi Note 12 Pro. Now, the Redmi Note 12S was not a phone I had seen anywhere before. There was no mention on it or of it anywhere at all. It was on the launch that I finally heard about it. Now, the Redmi Note 12S came with a Helio G96, right? A Helio G96 is 6.67 AMOLED display panel with 120 Hz refresh rate, 108 megapixel camera, a 5000 milliampere battery with 33 watts of fast charge. And I was like, wait a minute, I have seen these specs before. And then, you know, like I went back, I started flipping my notes, and tada, because I always take notes, tada, this is the Redmi Note 11S. Basically, the Redmi Note 12S is the Redmi Note 11S. If that was not enough, let's move on to the Redmi Note 12 Pro. Now, the global Redmi Note 12 Pro comes with a Dimensity. It's basically, let's just put it that it's basically a stripped down version of the Pro Plus, because it comes with the same Dimensity 1080, but it's, you know, stripped back. From 200 megapixel camera you have 108, and then from 120 watts fast charge you have 67 watts of fast charge, right? That was the international like version. That was what people were expecting. That was what I was expecting when I heard Pro. Let me sing again for Xiaomi. They never see me coming. Oh, coming. Oh, shame. Seriously, we did not see them coming at all. The Redmi Note 12 Pro that we are getting here in Nigeria is basically a faster okay, let's put it like this. It's a Redmi Note 10 Pro with faster charging. Because what are the specs that I'm seeing here, right? Snapdragon 732, what you have on the Redmi Note 10, the same 6.67 AMOLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate, the same 108 megapixel camera, and the same 5000 milliampere battery, only this time with 67 watts of fast charge. Incredible. So basically Xiaomi is giving us the Redmi Note 11S and the Redmi Note 10 Pro back with slight tweaks. You know, that's basically these phones are not available yet, but they will be when they give them new covering, and then, you know, they put new software on them and then adjust little tweaks that they have. So the prices are not available yet. They are not, but basically this is the Xiaomi launch. So for recap, the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus is basically the only new phone here, and you know, it's 279k. But the Redmi Note 12 4G is essentially a faster version of the Redmi Note 11, and then the Redmi Note 12S is basically the Redmi Note 11S, and then the Redmi Note 12 Pro is basically the Redmi Note 10 Pro from 2021. Yeah, and the Redmi Note 12S is from last year. So that's the recap of the launch. Basically, for those of you who missed it, that's the launch show. So just I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, this video is going to take a bit more time, but I need to put this in. I mean, even people who are like diehard Xiaomi fans will say this too. Uh, I don't know if it seriously, we cannot use global chip shortage anymore. We cannot hide behind it anymore. Nobody can, because it's been 2 years now, right, since the global chip shortage, and things are getting back to normal. We're seeing new SoCs being released. I don't know, maybe they did not want to release a new Redmi Note 12 series. I don't get, but like going back to rehash old phones. I mean, personally, I use the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and there's really nothing that I have seen for the Redmi Note 12S and the Redmi Note 12 Pro and the Redmi Note 12 4G that's going to make me upgrade. And I really don't have, like most people. Okay, fine, let me speak for myself. I don't have 279,000 to shell out for the Dimensity 1080 Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. So basically what this means is that Xiaomi's mid-rangers, with the exception of the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G, Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus 5G, and the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G, apart from those three devices, Xiaomi haven't made any improvement on the Redmi Note 9 Pro, Redmi Note 10 Pro. Basically, we're still at, this is still, like we're still back at 2020, 2021 levels for the mid-range. And it makes me sad, because once upon a time I used to be very excited for new Redmi releases, and for this one I am not excited at all. The factor is gone. The wow factor, the happiness factor that made me giddy like a child. This used to be one of my most favorite events of the year, smartphone launches for the year. Apart from the iPhones and the Samsungs of this world, the Redmi's, something that I took personally, that I was excited to like watch and then report on. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. Just let me know what you think. Do you think this is like, this rehashing of old phones and old specs? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Just let me know. Let me know, please. Right? My name is Jeffrey, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Please remember to like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your neighbors. Right? We're keeping it real here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.